I bet you thought I was going to come on here and use the latest example on Saturday's slate in the NBA to take another shot at Nikola Jokic, the MVP bid that is failing right in front of his eyes, the brothers Jokic and everybody out there in Denver. I bet that's what you thought was going to happen. Well, it's not. Mainly because we need Jokic on Sunday. So I'll wait until next week when I'm back on the Saturday leans locks, or maybe the 5 and 5 on Monday, the part, whatever it is. I'll wait then to bring him up in negative light because we need him today. Okay, we need him on a Sunday slate. Wasn't good at all. I don't know why that this is bothering me behind me, but it was just I didn't like it, and I'm too lazy to go back and start it over again because I like the intro. Nikola Jokic is going to be our first play. Leans, locks, we get ahead of the game. That's all this is. Each and every day, 7 days a week. Lindy's got you Monday through Friday. I have you Saturday, Sunday. These are Shander's locks and leads. I know we didn't hit the Knicks one in that first half, but nice to see some other ones hit. You hit enough leans, it doesn't matter if you miss a lock. That's all I'm saying. It's a game. It's a battle of attrition. Let's dive into it. First play, Nikola Jokic triple-double. We're getting this now back at plus 130. I'm going to jump in ahead of time. I don't think we're getting ahead of line movement, any major shift like that, but this is not a typical road leg in the trip. This is not a typical, oh man, we got to go from here to here. I mean, this isn't even going from Philadelphia to New York City or from Boston to Manhattan. This is essentially staying in your same hotel, I imagine, right? Why leave? I'm probably going to stay in a better spot downtown in Madison Square Garden than you are in Brooklyn anyway. Look, I don't want to get too far off it. All I'm saying is the assists have been low. We got that on one of our NBA parlay legs earlier today. The under assist was there. Now we're getting him not cheap, but we're getting a good number. We're getting a number that's slowly starting to come back down, not minus 110 or even money, plus 130 for a triple-double. I'm buying, all right? That's what it had to take in order for me to get here, though, right? It wasn't just to jump in and say, well, yeah, triple-double every single night. I wanted to miss a couple, not me miss a couple of bets. I wanted him to miss a couple, and then we can come back around. See, we need the Joker. I'm not going to come out here throwing any shots at him. Not yet. Why don't you come over to Bet365? I've got a link below. You have to be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. You have to live in a state where you can legally place a wager. Here's the thing. If you live in Ohio, Virginia, Colorado, New Jersey, those 4 states, this is here for you. Bet365. I know it's maybe you don't have that. That's fine. We've got a DraftKings link below if you're not in those states with Bet365. If you are, I don't know what you're waiting on. You're going to sign up, take 60 seconds, put your information in, deposit $10, and then bet $1. You'll see $365 right back into your account. This is insane. This is nuts. We don't do anything like this. I don't know how or why we're getting away with this. I don't know how much longer it's going to last, but we simply don't do stuff like this where we're giving out $365. Take advantage of it, will you? Simple stuff. That's all I'm asking. We move on to Phoenix. Well, technically Oklahoma City, as the Thunder now hosting the Suns. Look, this is essentially a pick'em here between the two. We also know that DeAndre Ayton is out. So while the Suns are getting one, and okay, they're getting one, what have you, I'm still looking at Phoenix for a couple of reasons. One, because the Thunder right now are they haven't changed. Like nothing from, I know there was that little stretch where you didn't see SGA, but outside of that, nothing has truly changed for Oklahoma City, and they're just there. They really are. They're just there. They're a 500 team, and I mean, 34, 36 as I'm looking at it, but they're in that hover mode. They're kind of just in that play-in mode right now where they're not really distancing themselves from the bottom like they're not distancing themselves from the top. They're here. They're your boring ass friend that just shows up. Love him or her, whoever it is, but could you just give me a little bit more? Can you just add a little bit more? Like you're cool and you know, I don't have a problem with you and I enjoy being in a room with you, but you're fucking boring. Look, the Suns +1, we're betting against this because watch this move. I'm telling you, it's not going to be a matter of, oh my God, DeAndre Ayton's out. People know DeAndre Ayton's out. But the money will start to come in with the Suns as the dog, and this will shift. This will shift. Do not be surprised if the Suns are laying a point, at least by the time this thing tips. I want the Suns +1. It's a lean. We're not going to lock anything quite yet, but I do want Phoenix +1 here. We move on. Spurs. Well, this is an interesting scenario because Detroit, San Antonio, Houston, all three of these teams, mind you, on the schedule, all three of these teams at home. San Antonio is taking on an Atlanta Hawks team that is just not playing much defense consistently, at least, and much like is like the rich man's version of the Thunder. Probably the same thing, actually. The Eastern Conference version of the Thunder. Chemical makeup's different, we know that, but who they are and where they are, and not really able to distance themselves, but not fall too far either in any stretches. There's a lot of offense that's expected, a lot of baskets, a lot of scoring that's expected. I don't see it. Mainly because I don't see it coming from the other side here. Just because you're giving up a lot of points doesn't mean that you're going to be scoring a lot of points. And I don't think either one of these teams are truly going to score. That's where you get hurt. San Antonio getting in 92 points, 89 points. That doesn't matter if you're looking at a 140 total for Atlanta. 140 to 80? No, it's not going to be that. I'm just using that as hyperbole to show you that it can still stretch pretty wide, that gap pretty wide between these two teams. I also don't think you're going to get that with Atlanta on the road. Speaking of which, that is a lock. We're going to go under that total, 245.5. Lock it up. Similar. Look, we talked about this on Saturday. We talk about this a lot. Every time that you see a total, and you let me know when it pops up in the comments section below, that's why we're here. Every time you see a total that is below 220.5, we have to go over. 220, 219.5. Let's see if stuff kind of evens and works itself out. But right now, with the Heat involved, I don't care if they're on the road, at home, they're playing in Mars, what have you, it doesn't matter. I'm not touching that 9.5 point spread. I think it's probably sharper than not. Heat do have blowout potential in here, but they have major letdown as well, as we just saw from Friday night or Saturday night. I lose track on the days, so you have to forgive me. I'm just telling you right now, when you see an opportunity like that with that type of total, we need to jump in. We do. 212. Tight. Went under on Saturday. I get it. Don't be mad, though. Don't be mad when this thing goes over. We're locking this over. Over in Detroit. Absolutely with the Heat. I'm not sliding away from that because we missed one, and I'll come back with the lock. All right. We're going to get a little crazy, and I'm going to show you an example of what we do on the Discord with this play. It's all encompassing right here. Let's look at this Houston game. Let's look at scenarios. And shout out to Lofty on the Odd Shop, as you see here, Monday through Friday, 4 to 5 o'clock Eastern. We're live. Shout out to Lofty. I was on with him on Friday. He brought this up with Kevin Porter Jr. with Houston. Houston right now is in trouble, major trouble. They've won 3 straight in full-on tank mode. They can't seem to get out of their own way. They can't afford to lose more games. It's a problem if you keep winning. Kevin Porter Jr. is not missing minutes. He's not getting any time reduced. There is no limitation on Kevin Porter Jr. out there on the floor. You're just not going to get that. What you are going to get is a lot of minutes and a lot of passing and rebounding opportunity. And from raw minute to opportunity, that ratio, which I'm just creating right now out of thin air. But that raw Volume to opportunity ratio, time on the ice. It's a great stat, a great metric for shots on goal in hockey. That's what I'm looking at here. Plus 575. Give me the triple double. Now we'll lean double. Sorry. What did I say? Triple double? Sorry. Double. Somebody already was like, no, man, that's all I heard was triple double, man. I'm sorry, I bet it. You're not going to get it at 575. So clearly the mistake was on me, but we go double. Now, you join the Discord, you're going to see some stuff like this go down. Heavyweight plays. That's what we do on the Discord. I'm not alone by any means. I've got a link below. You can join it. Half off your first week. That's what we do. We smash away. Hey, a little late night sweat there. Why not? Let's slam it down. This is what? The other night. We keep throwing them out. You keep hanging out. It's a really fun, awesome community. And we'll give you half off your first week. Okay? Not bad. There's a link below. You can use my promo code ESInsider. Either way, ESInsider. The link's going to take you there. We want you to be part of this thing. That's why we go Kevin Port. We go heavy on the Discord. Give you a little example of what you're going to get out there on the Discord. That's all, just a small little bit. Portland's at home, and they're a dog. Portland has lost 5 straight games. 5 straight games. What in the world are you going to do when you look at a squad right now, truly a squad right now, that is kind of just lost? The Clippers, on the other hand, you just saw this here with the Magic coming to town. Kawhi Leonard was load managed. Just a bad loss at home to the Orlando Magic. And I just don't know why this team gets this major benefit that they're going to bounce back, because clearly the line suggests that you're not going to get a full-on LA Clippers team. Clippers are 37-34. Granted, they come off a really disappointing loss, but this is more about bodies taking on a team that's 31-38 and lost 5 straight. The line screams that Leonard, George, you're not going to see 1 to 2 important people. And I think right now, without it being official, I'm willing to jump on that and take the other side, and that's the Blazers plus 105. All right, speaking of the Magic, we'll get to them before we get out, but I want to go back to one game that we didn't hit yet, a little bit earlier on the schedule. Just an hour, technically. So don't think like, oh, you were bouncing around, you missed that Bucks game. I didn't miss the Bucks game. I didn't miss it at all. In fact, what I think you're going to get is an opportunity for the Raptors to take the first half. That's what I want. I want Toronto to come out here and show what we just saw on Saturday. If you think, honestly, from Saturday night, or Saturday, technically, right? Saw the Raptors smoke the Wolves at home. That's what they do. Take care of business at home. You put up a bunch of points. That's what you do. All good. I get it. The other side of this, though, where Toronto right now on the road, not good. They've been awful. So what's Milwaukee going to do here? Like, where is the angle with Milwaukee? You've clinched. You still need to hold on to that top seed, though, because Boston's coming. Philadelphia's coming. You've lost a game, and you look to come back like, all right, let's get this. Let's get this. But you also realize that you ain't winning a game in the first 12, 13, 14 minutes of action. Toronto is still hovering, and I think this is a mess. This is a perfect opportunity for Toronto to come out firing. And I like them to hold off a second quarter run by Milwaukee to be up enough to take advantage of Toronto on the spread the first half. Raptors first half lean. Hey, man, the Magic come off a big win on the road, and they're right back to being disrespected. Isn't that amazing? 6.5 points. 6.5 points against the LA Lakers. Because Anthony Davis? Because AD? What exactly is going on in this game here where LeBron James still down, all that other thing? You've got D'Angelo Russell, who can't hit the broadside of a yacht right now. Schroeder. I mean, these guys are not good enough to dominate a basketball team, even with the healthy Anthony Davis, who's probable right now. So Davis is still playing through a foot injury. Take it for what it's worth, but this is a perfect Orlando Magic spot. Plus 6.5, plus 7, 7.5. You want to wait? It's going to move that way, you think? That's fine. I'm fine with it at 6.5. I don't think it's going to move much. I don't think I'll lose much. Give me the Magic plus 6.5, and you have yourselves a fantastic night. I'll see you Monday, 4 o'clock Eastern on the Odd Shop. Reminder, we've got the Bet365 money for you below. New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia, Colorado. What the hell are you doing? And the Discord. Half off your first week. Why wouldn't you do this? Seriously, why would you just pop in? Lindquist is there. Raz is there. Just say hi. See ya. Let's cash some tickets.